and I will teach you grammar, of course, but I want you to speak more in English. Okay,
Okay,
so
perfect.
let's start. So, what do you think about this? Do you make friends easily, or sometimes it's really hard for you?
Uh, I think I make friends easily.
Why do you say that? Why do you think that?
Um I don't know because I like to have a good conversation.
I like to have a good conversation. When you say I like to, it is for routine. So I like to cook because I love cooking. So I like to cook every day, you see? So
Okay,
in this case, it's like a general idea. So you would say, because I like having great conversations. I like having great conversations with different people, right?
okay. I like having great conversations with
Great
different people.
conversations with different people. Okay. And if you have the chance to learn something new, what would you like to learn?
Well, I would like to learn a new sport.
You would like to learn, in this case, okay, what kind of sport would you like to learn?
I don't know, like baseball.
Okay, baseball. Why baseball?
I don't know because in Peru, not many people play baseball, but here in Mexico, there's a lot of people that plays
Ah,
baseball.
because here in Mexico there are a lot of people.
There are a lot of people.
There are a lot of people who play baseball, right?
Yes.
So in this case, when you say there are a lot of people, that's perfect, but you want to give more information about the people, right?
Mhm.
So you say who play relative clauses. Do you remember that grammar?
Yes.
So in this case, if you don't want to use who play soccer, who play baseball, you drop who and then you add the verb plus ing. Because here in Mexico, there are a lot of people playing baseball.
Okay.
This is reduced adverb clauses. So there are a lot of people playing baseball. And you want to try this new sport.
Yes, could be.
Okay. Okay. And what about a different skill? A
Uh,
different skill that you would like to learn?
yes, it could be. Uh, if I could learn a new skill, it would be, I don't know, design.
Design. Why do you want to learn design?
um, because I think it's an important tool to express my ideas.
Important tool to express your ideas. Yep. Okay. I think so. I think
I
so.
don't know how to
Design
say útil.
useful.
Useful. Okay.
Useful. Sometimes I use the word comes handy. Comes handy. It means that it's very useful when
Okay.
it is necessary. You say design comes handy sometimes.
Comes hand.
Design is useful sometimes.
Okay.
Especially, you say especially above everything, especially in my job because I work in a creative department, you see?
Yes.
You would like to learn designed because you want to improve the experience of the users, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. And are you learning something these days? I mean, about your or related to your field or about your job? Maybe are you learning
Well,
something new?
I'm just learning English,
Okay.
because I think it's useful to have better presentations.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Remember that your accent is perfect, but you can change it a little bit. If you want to pronounce a word that has the letter V, you put your teeth here. V, v, v. For example, very good is not correct. You say very,
Very.
very
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's really it sounds like stupid, but it's really important because you
Very.
make it different different sounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Very no, very.
Very.
Very good. Yes, that's great.
Okay.
Okay, dokie. And what about, for example, your diet? Are you on a diet or you just eat whatever you want?
Well, I'm not in a diet, but
You're not, but you say, I am not in a diet, but use the linking words. I am not in. I am not the T in. T
Okay.
between O and N. I
Not in.
am not in, I am not in a diet.
Okay. I'm not in a diet, but I usually, or I prefer to eat healthy food.
You prefer to eat healthy food. Why?
Yes, I don't know, because I think it's important for health, and I usually play soccer, so I try to eat healthier in order to improve my my playing.
Okay, okay, focus on this part. Focus
Okay.
on this part. What do you think about this sentence? I sing beautiful. Is that correct for you?
Yes.
I sing beautiful. Or I run quick. Is that correct? I run quick. What's
Yes.
your opinion? No, this is not correct. You say, I run quickly. I
Okay.
sing beautifully. I sing beautifully. Adverbs, they describe how you perform an action.
Okay.
They describe how you perform an action. For example, I draw beautifully, I draw quickly, I run well, or I do well. You see?
Okay.
In this
Okay.
case, you say healthy, healthy. What is healthy?
Saludable.
Saludable, but it's an adjective. So you can say, I eat healthy. That's not correct. You eat healthy food, but you never eat healthy. You see?
Okay. Okay.
Because you would say healthily.
Okay. It's
They
okay
were,
to say healthily.
It could be, I guess so. But I've never heard people say it. I eat well. People never say healthily because when
Okay.
you eat well, it means that you eat in a healthy way.
Okay. Okay.
In this
Perfect.
case, when you have a long verb like friendly, healthy, it's weird to say healthily. People say in a healthy way, in a
Okay.
healthy manner. You see?
Okay.
I gotta show you 1 second.
Okay, and it's okay to say to improve
Yeah,
my
but
playing.
the word healthily it exists. Healthily
Okay,
it
okay,
exists. Of course, you can do it.
okay.
What was your question?
It's it was well saying.
You want to eat more healthier
No, no, no. In order to improve my playing,
in order to improve my performance.
my performance. Okay, okay,
My
okay,
performance can be rendimiento,
okay,
okay? But your play, for example, my cooking can be the way I cook. My
okay.
playing can be the way I play.
The way. Okay,
The way I play, but I prefer to say, well, my the way I play, it's great. And like people don't say my playing is good, my playing is bad. No, people say my performance or the way I play, the way I play.
okay. Perfect. The way.
So in this case, as I said before, you use adverbs to describe how something is done. Like I play well, I run quickly, I draw beautifully. You see,
Yes.
and then you say healthy. I know people say healthily, healthily. I eat healthily or I eat well. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But what about if you want to say more? You say more healthily.
More health. More healthy. Healthily.
Healthily, healthily,
Okay.
healthily. Yeah,
Health.
that would be a great answer.
Okay.
Okay, so you're telling me that it's easy for you to make friends, that you want to try new sport, that you're not on a diet, but you eat healthily because you play sports like soccer
Yes.
or something like that, and you like the English language because you think that it comes handy in presentations. It's very useful. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh, and are you watching a new video or a series on different streaming platforms?
Uh, Not really. I am watching the same series I
You
told you before. It
okay?
was Shogun.
Okay.
Yes.
But you're not watching a new series. Yeah. You're
No.
watching the one that you mentioned in the previous lesson.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about this? Which one is more important or it's a great investment? Like working in a company in your country or working I mean working in a big company in your country or working for a small company but in a different country.
Uh,
Remember that the payment, the payment, it's totally different. You know,
yes.
this is a small company and the payment is higher than this. So, what do
Okay.
you think about that?
Sorry. Which was the question? Which is
Which
which
one is the
more
best
important?
option? Which one is the
Okay.
best option?
The best option.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the time of of your career,
the
because
type of your career.
if
Hmm.
you are just starting, it it will be better to begin working in a big company. It doesn't matter if it is in your country, but then when you grow up in your career, it would
Hmm.
be better working abroad.
Yes, it would be better that you work abroad, right? And
Yes.
and Pedro, and recommend a piece of advice for me. Give a piece of advice for me. I don't know what to do. Give
Well,
me. Hmm.
if the advice I would give you, it's like, well, is if you get the chance to work abroad, take it,
Take it.
because it would be it would
But
be
what about my family? Man, I always miss my family when I'm far from them. So, what about that part, the homesickness?
well, I also miss my family, but you get used
Okay.
to 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 get apart from them.
No. You get used to
Getting apart,
getting apart. What do you mean when you say getting apart? What is get apart?
estar separados, no, get
When
away.
you are no get away, it has more meanings.
Okay,
But get apart to be away, estar lejos. So then you get used to being away for a long time.
okay,
You see? Because get apart now. That word that phrase word doesn't exist.
okay, okay.
Doesn't exist. Okay, then you get used to living abroad or living far from your family.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, so it's really important if you want to grow up, as you said before.
yes. It is
Okay,
very difficult at the beginning, but then you get get used
then you get used to it. Okay, so
to it.
imagine that you are looking for another person for your company, for your team.
Okay,
And there are two people. There is a man who is very capable, who knows everything about the field, but this person is bossy, is not sometimes it's not respectful, but is the best in the field. And then we
okay,
have another person who is learning, who is as working on progress person. Okay, he was a trainee in a different company, and this person is very talkative, is very friendly, but is not the expert in the field. So you would like to work with the first person or the second person?
uh, well, I think it depends,
It depends
because
on what.
of the, if we are working on a very very difficult project, maybe I would need the the person with better expertise, uh, despite the fact that he is not really friendly. But if we are working in a project like a little project or a low key project, maybe it would be better work with the trainee.
It would be better to work. It would be
Work.
better to work. Okay. Okay, that's true. And do you usually talk to your maybe coworkers?
Yes, I usually talk. Uh, I really talk to them all the time because, as I told you, I work with a partner, and so
Mhm.
we're talking all day long.
All day long. Okay. I will share my screen and we can start with this lesson. Wait a second. Today we're going to talk about how difficult. Before I forget, I want to show you a video about the platform episode and I recorded this video and this person I was talking to this person and
Okay,
I'm gonna show you
okay,
so
Carlos,
you can
I have a question. It was good my speaking.
was it good you're speaking?
Yes.
Yeah, I can have a great conversation with you. I am not sure if you understand me because I was trying to speak faster and sometimes my pronunciation is like very clear, very clear, but I would like to speak like in this way. When I talk to my friends, I talk in this way.
Okay. No,
Or
I
it's not a problem
understood
for you.
you
You can understand it.
everything. I understood you everything.
That's great. So I can, if I can, this is like my pace is not like very fast, but sometimes when I'm trying to talk to a new person, I always use this speech. I mean, this pace.
Okay,
So
it's
I
okay.
will do it in this way. So I want to know if you can understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
got it
dokie.
everything.
Oh, that's great. That's great. This is the platform I used to, well, I usually use when I want to practice my skill. And this was your first exam. If you feel that you want to talk to or you want to enter this new field of the English language, you can start applying for episode. And episode is a website, and you can practice here with people from different countries. But your exam is to pass the to pass the interview. At the beginning of this, there is an interview,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
And that would be your exam. And for example, I apply for this and I pass it, of course. And I was talking to this person. She's from, I don't know what she looks like. She's from Indonesia, and she has,
Yes, no.
but she's living in Australia. She's living in Australia. Listen to her pronunciation.
Senang berkenalan denganmu. Bahasa. We call it bahasa. My native
How do you say
language.
good morning? Can you
Till
hear it?
around 3 a.m. I guess. In here is 6:56 a.m. I'm in Australia, so that's why.
I'm in Australia, so that's why. You see?
Okay.
So she's from a different country, and I expect her to speak in a different way because, I have some, I don't know how to say bias. Do you know what a bias is?
No.
A bias can be if you, for example, if I am from China, what do you think? I am intelligent, right?
Why?
If you see a person and this
Okay.
person is from China, what is the first idea that pops into your head? The
Okay,
man is
okay.
intelligent.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, that is a bias.
A Baya, like a stereotype.
Stereotype, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
I will use the dictionary. So,
Baya.
bias. I'm going to show you that word. It's pretty interesting. Bias. Idea predefinida in Spanish can be.
Okay.
Let me show you. Dun dun dun. In bowl games.
Okay, Carlos, can you wait for me a second?
Can I wait for you a second? Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm back. It was really a second.
Okie dokie. El bias. I'm not sure if I'm sharing my screen, but people, for example, when you talk to a person who is from Peru, then say, you eat. Okay, can you see this?
No. Okay,
Now
it's
again,
loading. Yes. Now I can.
sorry, it says bias. The fact of allowing personal opinions. to influence your judgment in an unfair way.
Okay.
Bias. In her view, no one of the interview panel had shown any bias. Gender bias, racial bias, bias against somebody, is statistical bias.
Okay.
The fact of price increasing, decreasing, no, pero es un bias.
Bias.
Bias, bias. Es como que el hecho de permitir que tus ideas personales influencen en tu juicio de una forma no justa.
Como un prejuicio.
Exactamente, un bias es un prejuicio.
Ok.
Voy a ir al Word Reference, ahí me puede salir una traducción más adecuada al español. Un bias. Bias, bias, bias. Ni siquiera sale lo que es un bias. Bias, una tendencia a creer que las personas o las ideas son mejores que otras y usualmente resulta en un trato que no es justo, ¿no? Que le digas a alguien que es inteligente simplemente por ser de Asia y ya
Ujú.
tienes un bias,
Ok, un
¿vale? Que
bias.
digas que come algo por simplemente ser de ese país es un bias.
Ok.
Entonces, la gente cree que como es de Filipinas, su acento no es claro, pero sí, se le
Ok.
entiende bastante bien. No solamente es con gente de Filipinas, vamos a escuchar un poquito.
You speak British, American accent, and the Australian accent is totally different. So, in Australia, it's quite hard for me to talk with the native speaker. Sometimes they say like "Good day, man." Like,
Mhm.
Okay, mate, you see. So she has a great accent. You can also talk to this person, for example. I don't know where he's from, but he's from Malaysia or a country in Asia. I talk to people from your country. I mean, I yeah, but I've seen people from this black. I mean, I
But you can find a lot from Egypt and
ah,
Egypt and Yemen. Yeah, they have similar flags, except that Egypt has a can see a sign in the middle of the flag, but we don't have it.
okay, but they don't have it. You see,
Yes.
here you can really talk to people from different countries, and these people are not in that country. I mean, they are not in Malaysia, they are not in Indonesia, they are in Australia, they are in the U.S. So they want to improve their English because they are living in that country.
Okay. Okay. But
So
they speak very well.
of course they speak very well.
Okay.
Uh, and I remember here, for example, she is from another country and she has a great accent. She is a designer.
Okay.
Let me show you. I was
yes,
I was reading about UX UI.
the time.
Okay,
Then I
okay,
fell in love with it.
okay. And you work with the Adobe suite like Photoshop, Illustrator, or things like that. At client, so about UX UI because I always try to improve
I
my
want.
user experience. And after that, you have to like you just met from a new region. You see?
Okay. And then you have to put a note,
Yes.
or
At the
give
end,
feedback.
yes, at the end, you have like feedback. I'm gonna show you this. Your partner English is better than me, as good as me, not as good as me. Want to meet her again? I love to, I don't love to. Exit or meet new partner.
Okay.
Okay, so the most interesting thing here is that you have cards. You have white cards and purple cards. You can join meetings. You can join meetings with
Okay.
white cards. With white cards. Carlos, how do I get white cards? Every day you have two cards per day.
Okay.
But if, for example, I am talking to this person and the person choose better than me, the platform give me purple cards.
Okay.
For example, I entered 2 days on the website, but I talked to people and I got 11 purple cards. So I
Okay.
can
Great.
practice, practice, and practice, and practice. And then you can see your level. Then can see your level. Ah, he's intermediate. And they want to talk to you. You see?
Okay. Okay.
So it's a great platform. It's a great platform.
I want to try it.
Yes, you should try it. If the most important thing is that you pass the interview. The
Okay.
interview it's really difficult for some people, They ask questions like, where are you from? What do you do? Why do you want to practice your English? Are you working in the field? Is English important in your life? How do you learn English? Things like that. You have to have a good camera and also a good microphone, and then you can practice and be
Okay.
respectful, because you can be like kick out and you
Okay.
will never enter again, and you don't have to create like double accounts. So my piece of advice for you is to just be yourself.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. I will
Um,
try it.
yes, try it. It's episode then. I will share a link and wait a second. Where is it? Okay. This is our class for today.
Okay.
Can you see my presentation?
Uh, yes. Now can.
It says, can you weigh in on this? What does weigh in on means?
I don't know. Can you waiting on, in on,
Yes.
waiting,
Weigh in on median. What does it mean? No,
waiting.
you have never heard that word before.
Wait is
Weigh is
peso.
pesar.
Okay. Waiting.
Weigh in on means like give your opinion,
Okay.
or but in an important way.
Okay.
You see?
Waiting.
Weigh in on, give an opinion or enter a discussion or argument in a forceful way or important way.
Okay.
You see? Let me Google it. I will give you more discussion. Okay, it is here. Weigh in on, give an opinion. For example, the senator weigh in with a bliss. No, this is not sure. Be sure how heavy someone is before a competition. Mm-mm-mm. Weigh in, dar tu opinión.
Okay.
Ok, es dar tu opinión en una conversación, pero de una forma, no sé cómo traducir, forceful,
Forces.
potente,
Okay.
pero potente como exhortando, diría yo. A ver, vamos a buscar aquí que cómo lo interpreta. Forceful, forceful, forceful. A ver, de una forma contundente. Ahí está, esa era la palabra. Dar tu opinión de una forma contundente.
Okay.
Can you weigh on in this? ¿Puedes dar tu opinión acerca de esto? Te preguntan, ¿no? Yes, can you give your opinion? Let's start. Think of a person who might facilitate the following things and give example of how they might do it. For example, online learning could be facilitated by a teacher. They might supply educational software or share links to useful on-right resources. What about crime?
Online learning could be facilitated.
Who can facilitate maybe a crime? I mean, but crime, is something bad, commit a crime.
Uh, and they might supply education software or share a link to useful. Might facilitate for a in a given example. They, a crime. I don't know. A criminal.
The criminal, but how can we prevent that? I mean, for example, when we have like a crime, who can help us? The police officer, right?
Yes, a police officer.
The police officer. So, but how can the police officer can help us or can help people?
Well, I don't know if you call the emergency number, then they come to your place and help you.
And who can facilitate that part? The phone number, the emergency number, the government, right?
Yes, the government.
The government. And sometimes, for example, in countries like in South America, sometimes the police officers or just the police, sometimes they don't want to help people.
Yes,
And this is because people sometimes like are telling jokes, or they are like calling by no reason. You see?
yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's continue. It says, look at this. Think about a type of meeting you often participate in. Look at the meeting rules of etiquette and separate them into meeting do's or don'ts.
Okay.
For your type of meeting, explain your answer. Have no specific meeting runtime. Do you have a specific meeting runtime?
Um, well, I don't think so. Not on a specific meeting.
I mean, for example, we're working together and then you say, hey, Pedro, can we have a meeting with the marketing department right now? Or sometimes you say, okay, we will have a meeting tomorrow. Do you have
Uh,
like, do you set the time before or just while you're working?
um, I think I try to do it before.
Okay. Okay. Provide hands out with meeting information. When you have a meeting, do you have like a piece of paper with the information or the points that you will discuss in the meeting?
Not really, because
Okay.
it's someone in charge of this. So
Okay, but when this person like I mean create the event or the meeting, this the person or do the people in charge of the team share a handout or no, we have a meeting, let's go.
I don't know the meaning of hangout.
Handout is like a piece of paper with the information about the meeting.
Ah, okay, okay. Uh, Sometimes it happens, but not
Ah,
not
sometimes.
every meeting.
Sometimes it happens. When? When does it happen?
I don't know when it's an important meeting uh, with client, or it's a big presentation.
With the clients or when it is a big presentation. And when you have this meeting, do you encourage the casual dress or your coat dress is like very strict?
No, I prefer to use a casual dress.
Casual clothes, casual dress. Ah, okay.
Yes.
And what about in your job? What about the phone policy? Do you are you allowed to use your cell phone whenever you want, or sometimes you need to like turn it off, or the policies are not clear? What's your opinion
Well,
on that?
the phone policy, it's like very, I don't know. We don't have many restrictions
We don't
with
have any
with our
restriction.
phones,
Okay.
because we work with social media too, so we have to be like updated.
Ah, yes, you say, well, I am not just spending my time checking videos on TikTok. I'm just updating my
Yes,
knowledge.
I'm looking for reference.
Yes, you're the that part. Okay, so you can also say that the restriction are not like very strong.
Yes,
Strong.
there
They're
are
kind of
no.
weak or they're not like very strict. Strictos, strict can be
Okay.
a word in English. Okay, and what about the breaks? Do you have breaks, or sometimes you say, "Well, I can like take a break," or you have like set breaks in your schedule?
Well, we had set breaks like the break for lunch,
Hmm.
but we can also take breaks if we think we need it. We
You
need
think you need
them.
it,
Yes.
or best because you need it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What about the do icebreakers? Do you have icebreakers before meetings?
Uh, Not really. Not
Okay.
really. I have never seen an icebreaker in a meeting in my company.
Okay. What about offer incentives for participation? I mean, for example, when I used to work in a university, and they say we have a meeting at 10 p.m. We want to teach you about something, but they pay the hours. So when you
Okay.
have like these or they say if you participate in this meeting, they will pay you the hour. The time you spend in the meeting, because then you have to take an exam. So if you pass the exam, it means that you understood everything in the meeting.
Uh,
So do you have this kind of meetings? Do
mm,
you offer incentives for participation?
no, it would be great, but we don't have it.
I mean, but it means that you have in your working hours.
Uh, Sorry, I don't got it.
Okay, so in my case, they pay because the meetings were in a different working hour. I mean, for example, I work from 8 to 12, but they want to have a meeting at 3 p.m., so they pay for that hour.
Okay, no. Sometimes we have meeting out of hour of
Yeah,
our
your shift, out of your shift.
out of our shift, but they don't pay
They
us
don't pay the hours.
the hours. Yes.
Okay, okay. And they implement a strict no interruption policy. Is your company strict with that, or sometimes people can do whatever they want?
Um, well, it depends on the meeting. If it is a, a big meeting with client, uh, there is not a policy, but
Mhm.
we all know that we can interrupt.
You can interrupt, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Let's talk. It says, read about the role of a meeting facilitator and discuss the question. I am not sure, but let's read it this.
Okay.
A meeting facilitator is in charge of moderating and overseeing the conversation that take place in a meeting. The role is to improve the flow, efficiency, and collaboration of discussion by fostering creativity, sparking ideas, and moving conversation along. Okay? So I am not sure, but I've seen people sharing posts on social media, and you can work as an assistant in a video call or an IT helper that you use how to click on PowerPoint. You see, I
Mm-hmm.
they are also meeting facilitators. I'm not pretty sure. When you have these meetings with people from different countries, with your clients, with your potential clients, have a meeting facilitator.
Not really. We don't have a meeting facilitator, but um, someone in the team take this role and,
Okay,
and take the lead of the meeting. So he or she begins with an introduction, and then maybe he shares the points that we will uh, discuss in the meeting, but it he's not a meeting facilitator.
okay. There is an meeting facilitator. Sometimes one of the persons who is part of the staff is a meeting facilitator. Okay, okay. And when you are in a meeting, do you like start the conversation? Do you lead the conversation, or you are just like people who works behind the projects? You are not like the person in charge of like talking to the stakeholders. You
And
are more of what?
sometimes I have to take the lead of the presentation
Mm-hmm.
when I have to pitch an idea, for example. But sometimes I'm just part of the team, so I wait behind the scenes
You
to
will have
participate in a specific moment of the
of
meeting.
the meeting. Of the meeting.
Yes.
Okay, oh, awesome. It means that you have a good comment of that part. Let's work with some vocabulary. We say, Anthony, would you like to chart the course for today's meeting? What do you think it means? Chart the course.
Short the course. I don't really know, but it sounds like take the lead of the meeting.
Mhm.
Short the
Take
course.
chart the
Tomar el
course.
curso.
Exactly. Pretty similar. Pretty similar.
Short the course. Okay.
Chart the core. It says, I do not think we should outline some key item before we begin. If we're not on the same page about today's discussion, we'll probably end up missing some important points. Anthony, would you like to chart the course? ¿Alguna otra forma de interpretar chart the course?
Mm,
Chart a course or chart a course?
Short course. Okay, okay. I was thinking. I didn't notice it was the answers on the screen.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe thinking of my feet. I think being to prepare it. To open it. For instance, I don't know. I think it's number one.
The next one, it says hit a lull. Es como trazar el rumbo, marcar el camino para hacer algo.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. And
It's
the next one,
okay. Did you notice that we hit the lul when discussing idea? What's the meaning of hit the lul?
hit the lull es como entrar a un periodo de descanso,
Okay,
tomarse un break. Desde aquí, María, notaste que nosotros tomamos un break cuando estábamos hablando sobre las ideas de la campaña de las redes sociales. Todos se quedaron callados. Entonces, un hit the lull
okay,
es cuando se quedan como que llegan a una pausa.
okay,
Cuando todos se quedan callados, cuando no hablan. Eso es un hit the lull.
okay.
Put you on the spot. Eso está easy peasy for you. Put you on the spot.
Hey, David, do you feel like I put you on the spot in today's discussion about the web server design? That wasn't my intention. Well, I think the question were maybe a little. I didn't mind. Number two, maybe a little. I didn't mind. Though
Yes.
I like
Put
thinking
you
on
on
my
the spot.
feet. What's the
Yes.
meaning of I like thinking on my feet?
I like thinking. Me gusta pensar en mis pies. I like thinking on my feet. Maybe a little. I didn't mind though. I like thinking on my feet. ¿Has
It's
usado
not
alguna vez?
like an expression.
I don't think so. It
Being-
is like I'm thinking. Es como ver las musarañas.
Okay, okay. I think
¿Vale? Podría ser así. I like thinking on my feet.
sparking prepared never used. Okay.
También think of your feet. Cuando tú piensas en tus pies, como que podría ser. Piensa rápido.
Okay.
No sé si me dijiste, me dejé entender. Yo frecuentemente pienso en los pies
Okay,
cuando
okay, okay. When
cliente
you are
me hace.
prepared to run, when someone asks you
Yeah,
thing.
exactamente.
Okay,
Okay, think of
got
your
it.
feet. Yes. Esa podría ser la expresión en español.
Okay, got it.
And next part, think of your feet. Think of your feet. And keep your contribution a little more succinct,
Succinct. What's the meaning of succinct?
como sucinto en español. Succinct. Sucinto podría ser como que breve,
Okay.
claro, conciso,
Clear mods.
¿vale?
Okay.
So, hay que mantener las contribuciones bastante claras,
Understood.
cortas. So I would use these expressions in a meeting.
Put your
Wait, Ian, we learned that one.
okay. Manuela, why didn't you weigh in on the debate today? I would have appreciated your thoughts. Uh, there were too many people talking. Number seven, there were too many people talking at once. I did have some perspective to share, but I didn't feel like shouting over people just to get my point across. I can send you an email with my thoughts instead. Number
Okay. And the last one, seven. And the last one, it says steer back to the matter at hand.
steer back to the matter
Steer.
at hand. Okay, what's the meaning of steer?
Mira, steer significa
Permanecer.
dirigir. No, steer significa dirigir o guiar.
Steer, okay, steer back to the matter.
Y the matter at hand es como el tema principal.
Como el asunto.
Claro. Entonces es como, oye, volvamos al tema en cuestión. Steer back es regresemos al tema en cuestión o redirigiremos la conversación al tema principal o al asunto personal.
Okay, steer
Entonces,
back.
si están hablando
Matter.
de la nada, oye, ¿sabes qué? Let's steer back at the matter at hand.
Okay,
Y yo diría eso, por ejemplo. ¿Sí?
perfect.
Yep. So sometimes the words are kind of difficult, but these are words were made especially for meetings.
Okay,
Okay, call on someone at random. Another great expression. What do you think about that? Call on someone at random.
which one?
The last one. Call on somebody at random. What does it mean for you?
Llamar a alguien aleatoriamente.
Exacto, elegir a alguien de forma al azar.
Call
Por
on.
ejemplo, when you are in a class, I will call on somebody. I
Okay,
will call on
call
somebody.
on is elegir. Call on.
Ah, sí, es seleccionar a alguien. Call on.
Sí, sí, no, call on. Okay,
Yes.
okay, got it.
And what about the previous one?
Made significant strides. Did you manage to tie it up the minute from today?
Significant
They
strides.
made significant strides in terms of this size, but I'd like to see it brighter. Um, I don't know, like thoughts
Es como que hacer cambios,
or
hacer
comments.
grandes cambios, cambios significantes.
Stride.
Lograr un progreso, sí.
Okay, it's
Stride,
always positive.
dime.
Son cambios positivos.
Sí, sí, estos son avances, avances significativos,
Okay, avances. Stride.
avances. Sí, es que stride solito, bueno, stride es un verbo, es caminar, avanzar.
Stride. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Stride, como un avance. Entonces, stride como sustantivo es un avance.
Okay,
Entonces,
okay, okay.
make a stride significa stride y hacer un avance significativo, haber un progreso.
Got it.
You see? Nice. Let's continue. So explain the set phrase in your own words. So what do you think chart a course is? Chart
Involved.
is
Short
it,
the
would you
course?
like to chart a course?
Yes.
¿Qué sería? Dice, oye, Anthony, ¿te gustaría?
And it was like take the lead.
Sí,
Okay. Getting
tomar el
short.
liderazgo. No, pero es más que todo como que darle la ruta
Okay, okay.
a lo que a lo que vamos a hablar. Yes.
Yes.
Hidalul,
Que-
¿cómo lo interpretarías?
Como quedar en pausa sin decir nada.
María, notaste que nosotros hicimos una pausa cuando sí, muy bien. Put you on the spot.
Ponerlo al frente, en el medio de todo.
Sí, como que hacerlo lo más importante, el más resaltante. Keep your contributions a little more succinct.
eh, Mantener las opiniones más cortas.
Más concisas y claras. Weigh in.
Opinar de manera
Opinar.
importante.
Steer back to the matter at hand.
Volver al punto, al asunto.
Al asunto que it made significant strides.
eh, Hacer avances significativos.
Call someone at random.
Elegir a alguien aleatoriamente.
Yes. Por ejemplo, chart the course, interpretación, decidir un alcance. En este caso es como que trazar el camino de la reunión, ver
Ok.
cómo se va a llevar a cabo. Cuando alguien te diga, oye, un favor, Pedro, chart the course para la reunión de hoy. Cuando alguien te diga que chart the course, es como cuando tú le dices, trazas el camino, ¿qué vamos a hacer el día de hoy? Primero presentamos el proyecto, luego presentamos el ejemplo, luego eso es chartear el course.
Okay, and what's the meaning of just sharp?
Un chart es un gráfico estadístico, por ejemplo, un pie, un mapa de calor, eso es un chart.
Okay, okay.
Hiralal es reach a point of inactivity, es como cuando le encontramos este término idle, todos estamos idle, es que we hit a lull. ¿Por qué? I'm sorry, por qué lull? Incluso porque el lullaby es esas canciones que se ponen para dormir para los pequeños,
Lul,
entonces
aquí.
no hay una actividad.
Quita lul. Okay.
Ahí lo voy a escribir. Ahí está. Lullaby, but lullaby, si es lullaby o lullaby, que vendría a ser como canción de cuna.
Okay, what's the meaning of lul?
Viene a ser como estas canciones para dormir.
Lul.
No
Okay,
sé cómo interpretarlo. Lullaby es una canción de cuna. Lul es tranquilidad, periodo de calma.
lul. Okay,
Y lullaby viene de canción de cuna.
okay,
Entonces aquí es un periodo de tranquilidad, un periodo de pausa. Todos están callados. Luego tenemos put you on the spot. Es como que forzar a alguien en una situación y que tengan que responder a unas preguntas o tomar una decisión. Put you on the spot.
okay.
Put you on the spot. Y la última es compartir tus opiniones más brevemente, ya lo hemos hecho. Weigh in vendría a ser dar tu opinión. Steer back es regresar al tema, hacer progreso. Y por el
Okay.
último, escoger a alguien sin pensar sobre ello. Vendría a ser call somebody at random. Let's think. So, Pedro, it's better to chart a course of a meeting before you start because
Because you uh,
they say
optimize
it's
the
better
time.
you optimize the time. That's amazing because when you set the things that you are supposed to do in the meeting, you optimize the time. The
Okay.
best way to re-energize participant after hitting a lull in a meeting is
To put someone on the spot.
to put someone off the spot. Yeah, or maybe icebreakers. Icebreakers can be great.
Okay.
If you are put on the spot during a meeting and you don't know what to say, you should.
Uh, you should. Uh, maybe you can use an icebreaker.
And in
This
this
time
case, you
too.
can also use an icebreaker. Yes, it's difficult to make strides in meeting
If everyone is talking at the same time.
if everybody is talking at the same time. People sometimes hesitate to weigh in on discussions due
Carlos,
to
one question. It's okay to say everyone or everybody.
both are correct. You can choose whatever you want. I can say everybody or everyone,
Okay,
but
okay,
never everyone's. No, that's not
okay,
correct.
okay.
Yeah. People sometimes hesitate to weigh in on discussions due to what?
Due to mm, due to lack of preparation
Due to the lack of preparation. Yeah.
or lack
And
of
participate. Yes, if
information.
you give a sentence like people don't have, you say due to the fact that.
Okay, due to the fact that maybe don't have maybe they don't have preparation.
Due to the fact that they don't have preparation. Yeah.
Okay,
Participants,
it's okay to
tell me.
say maybe the fact that maybe
Maybe no,
no
due to the
due
fact.
to the fact that maybe.
Due to the fact that, yeah, it's okay because you're giving a sentence. Maybe is not part of the sentence. Maybe it's like an interjection. You say
Okay,
due to the fact that they don't understand. You say due to the fact that maybe they don't understand. You can say that.
okay. Due to
Continue.
is like debido, no? Debido a.
Debido a, due to, debido a.
Okay,
You can also say because of.
okay.
Participants sometimes struggle to keep their contribution succinct because
Sometimes struggle to keep their contributions as it because
struggle is when you think it's difficult to succeed.
okay, struggle to keep their contributions as seen because uh, they don't agree with the with the situation.
No, I don't think so. I guess that sometimes people give their opinion briefly. This is because of the time, or because maybe people in charge of the meeting don't allow people to participate.
Okay,
So participants they give their opinion, but their contributions are succinct. You
okay.
see? I'm sorry. Then we have this part. It's difficult to what?
It can. Which
I'm
one?
sorry.
It can be difficult to ask.
Yes, this one. To steer
Okay.
back to the matter and at hand if.
It can be difficult to ask someone to steer back to the matter at hand if there is no a good chart of the course of the meeting
If there isn't,
isn't.
if there isn't a charge, a good charge of the chords. See, that's a great combination. If you don't have a good charge of the chords, but remember that charge of a chords is not a verb. I'm sorry, a noun. It's a verb.
Okay.
We say if you don't charge the chords well, you will have problems because
Okay.
charge a chord is a verb. It's a verb.
Short the course. Okay.
So remember that expression. You can use it in your
Short the course.
meeting.
Okay.
And the
Perfect.
last one, please read it.
Calling on someone at random during a meeting can be effective when you want to put someone on the spot to
Mm.
waiting in waiting on the meeting.
I mean, given their opinion on the meeting, yeah, it sounds great. It sounds great, but the definition weigh in is like I want to weigh in on this part. Yo quiero dar como que mi opinión en this part. Sí, sí te la acepto. Sí
Okay.
te la
Okay.
acepto. Sí está bien. It's
Or,
okay.
in order to
In
someone
order, in order to plus a verb. In
okay
order to plus a verb.
in order to put in someone
In order to put someone on the spot.
okay in order to put okay okay
In
okay
order to put. In order to put. Let's practice. We'll
okay
skip this part. We'll skip this part. Why the layout of the virtual and when you are, for example, in this case we are like we have a conversation online because our class is online. In your company, do you have face-to-face meetings or all the meetings are online?
uh, we also have face-to-face meeting when we go to the office.
Mm-hmm. And how often is that?
uh, it's like one time a week,
One time now, once a week.
once a week,
Once a week.
and
Once a week.
sometimes twice a week.
And sometimes twice a week. And do you have like a special room or is like a normal room
No, we have a special room
place?
for
You have a
our
special
team.
for our okay. Okay. That is so cool. And another question for you. In these meetings you have do you have you like you brand your background because I think that you have more virtual meetings, but you use a background, you also use a logo, you also identifying as part of the company. For example, you have a bottle of water with the logo. I mean,
Okay,
does
not
the
really.
company provide that? Not really.
Not really. We just use the normal background, the office background. Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is not important because in most of the companies I know, they want to like personalize their virtual environment or things like that. But in this agency, it's not important, right?
Yes, but I remembered that I've worked when I worked
When
with
I work.
the Oreo marketing team.
Hmm.
They usually use uh, Oreo backgrounds
Or
in the
backgrounds in
meetings.
their meetings. And
Yes.
what about the clothes? Do the company provides you with clothes or they don't care? They even have a logo with a t-shirt with a logo.
No, no, they don't care about the dressing of the people.
Oh, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 1 second.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're going to stop here. Nos vamos a quedar aquí.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No, you improve your pronunciation, and I'm really impressed because now you can understand like most of the part I'm saying. Trust me, some of my students think that my pronunciation is not clear sometimes. What about right now? I speak in this way when I talk to native speakers in my job. Do you understand really? Yep. So
Yes.
what is the second
Mm.
step for you? I want you to pass this international test or this interview and episode. And if you
Okay.
pass this exam, you can like make sure that you have a B2 or C1 level, because just people who pass the test can enter to the platform. It's not like for basic students. So you will have a real conversation with a person from a different country, and this person will ask you whatever question pops up in their head. So trust me, pass this exam, and then you can say, well, I have an intermediate level, because you will have conversations with people from different countries.
Okay.
Any question before the class is over? Nope.
No, I will uh, go in this website
Yes, try it.
to
I will share
register
the
myself.
link right away.
Okay, perfect. So I have
What's your
well,
question?
it's not a question, but I'm traveling to Peru on
When?
Thursday
On
on
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Okay. Oh,
So
we can postpone your classes. It doesn't matter. You can like save your hours, and we continue when you have time.
yes,
Maybe next year, maybe next month, then maybe in two
it
weeks. So
it could
don't worry
be
about that.
yes, it could be next month.
Yeah, it could be next month, so you can
Yes,
save up your classes, and we continue next
yes.
month.
I
Okay.
promise you, I will practice.
It's really important that you practice, yeah,
Yes,
especially if you travel. Okay, so this would be our last class. So I hope that you have a great holidays with your family in Peru, and you keep on practicing your English. You are doing great. I
okay.
work with people like you, and you, especially your accent is very neutral, and that's
Thank
great.
you, thank you.
So happy
Uh,
Christmas and
happy
happy New
have
Year,
a
Pedro.
happy Christmas, happy holidays. See you
You
next month,
too, man. See you next year. Bye bye.
next
Take
year.
care. Bye bye.
Good
Take
night.
care.
Good night.
Good night.